Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Andor. And the breaks just keep getting longer, don't they? When did I record the last one? It was like the tail end of November. Well, it's currently January 2nd when I'm recording this. Basically, I said I was going to get the last 3 episodes of Andor done by the end of the year. And then I got COVID. So, here we are. It doesn't matter. Last time on Andor, we had 3 episodes that amounted to Cassian was in prison. He met Andy Serkis. They're now going to try to break out of prison, and Mon Mothma is trying to get one of her friends to be a part of the rebellion, but things aren't going well. Yes. And people actually told me that I was going to just divide this into, 3 episodes, and then the last 3 episodes, because I was like, oh, that's how the arcs work out in this show. So how that worked out. Thanks, friggin' Andor. Thanks for breaking your pattern immediately. So, the last 2 episodes of the last video we did were part of an arc, and then the first episode of this is the end of that arc, and then the last 2 episodes are their own story arc, and that's friggin' great. Thanks, Andor. Doesn't matter. Look, we're watching 3 episodes today. Let's just go. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's finish Andor Season 1. Here we go. Oh, man. I think I'm wheeling through the friggin' production line.
You sound insane.
No, listen to me. They don't have enough guards, and they know it. They're afraid. Right now, they're afraid.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
They just killed 100 men to keep them quiet. What would you call that?
I'd call that power.
Power doesn't panic.
No.
5,000 men are about to find out they're never living here alive. Don't you think that worries them upstairs?
Yeah.
Whatever we're making here is clearly something they need. They can't afford to be surprised again.
That is true.
Never be. Plan works around a new man coming down. They'll replace Olaf tomorrow. That might not happen again until it's too late. I'd rather die trying to take them down than die giving them what they want.
No. That's true.
They fried 2 ships to keep it quiet.
You heard him say this.
I don't believe it. He's only a doctor. They would never tell him.
No one is getting out!
There's the truth.
Krieger's men took the bait. They're asking for a landing bay.
They found it? They're towing it in, sir.
Pilot dead, ship adrift.
I love the
Origin
jacket, man.
unknown.
It's like a Lloyd Forger jacket.
Salvage reports
There is only one way out. Play it how you want. But I'm gonna assume I'm already dead. And take it from there. There's no sense in warning the night shift. They'll hear about it one way or another soon enough. Let's make it look good.
Okay. So, act as always, for now.
The Empire's new regulations, made without Senate consultation, I might add, are as cumbersome as they are avoidable. They've made a game of it, and we play.
This is a charitable fund we're establishing.
So I've been told.
So basically, just
Cost.
My fee.
don't be worried about how shady it is.
I want no fee.
Let's have it.
I'd like a return invitation. I'd like to come back here, at least once.
Oh, I'm sure that's something that can be arranged.
I have a 14-year-old son. I'd like to bring him with me.
You can't be serious.
Oh.
I'm not asking for betrothal.
Then what are we talking about?
An introduction.
Is that your only offer?
I'm afraid so.
Tay will see you out.
Alright, I wrote Davo, son,
Of course.
bruh.
It's a lot to think about.
I'm not thinking about it.
That's the first untrue thing you've said. It's been a pleasure.
On program.
Oh god, so much water. What is he doing exactly? Casually walk over, soaking wet. Oh! 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 Good job, new guy. Oh, no, new guy. Oh! Yeah, throw your... Just throw a bunch of crap at him.
Get on the table! Get on the table! Get on the table!
Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I didn't get to him. Oh! Oh! Good shot. Yeah, kill him. That is my favorite thing about Andor. He will kill if he needs to. Nothing like a good revolution. Although it's Star Wars, it's rebellion, but still. Oh my god, that's so many stairs!
Any deviation.
Or failure to comply will result in unit-wide activation. Start the count.
That is a very different voice than what's on the intercom.
No. Don't just turn it off. Cut the power.
So hydro. Once we turn it off, it takes months to get it back up and running again.
That's the
I
point.
don't have it. He has the hydrogens.
Look.
That's the backup power supply.
Get out of there. There.
I mean, don't kill him. That guy was helpful. That dude wasn't.
Move! On program! Now!
No.
We have deactivated every floor in the facility. All the floors are cold.
Oh, I was gonna say, who wants to be the one to try that?
Right now. We will never have a better chance than this. And I would rather die trying to take them down than
Oh, shit.
what they want. You see someone who's confused, someone who's lost. You get them moving and you keep them moving until we put this place behind us.
So inspiring.
One way out. One way out.
Let's fucking go, man! Be lucky you're getting out of this alive. And they cut the power, so there's nothing they can do. Jump! I hope you guys can swim. Damn it!
What? Did he say? Can't swim.
Ah! Well, you're gonna go swimming now. I don't really know how to swim either. I at least would try to float on my back until I get somewhere.
We'll have privacy. We're running express. First of all, congratulations.
On what?
Your daughter, healthy, beautiful. You must be pleased.
Nah.
There's a new supervisor rising. Bedroom hero. She's focused on a suspect she's calling Axis.
Oh.
She thinks he's building a rebel network. She started looking into stolen Imperial naval equipment
Oh, this is the dude at the ISB. He's a turncoat.
We know that there's a raid planned on the power station at Spellhouse. If Krieger attacks, they'll be waiting.
And if he doesn't, they'll know something's amiss.
Yeah.
They'll be slaughtered.
It's 50 men. You're worth more than that.
You have to warn them.
To what end? Ruin everything?
That would
Better
alert
way to
them.
reassure the ISB there's no leak in security than sacrificing Krieger.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for you, as much as anything.
Nah. He's letting 50 men die for you, Mustache.
You love your daughter. Krieger's men will be dying to make sure she has a father. You're trapped, Lonnie. There's no pleasure in saying it, but you're going nowhere.
My sacrifice means nothing to you, does it? And what do you sacrifice?
Calm. Kindness, kinship,
Sanity.
love.
Being a person.
I wake up every day to an equation I wrote 15 years ago from which there's only one conclusion. I'm damned for what I do.
Nah.
I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. Now, the ego that started this fight will never have a mirror or an audience or the light of gratitude. So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
Damn.
I need all the heroes I can get.
Nah. Bye. Damn. You know, that's rough, but try to see the positive that eventually you might see that sunrise, or your daughter will at least. That's a lot of moons. Alrighty. There's always so many credits. Oh well. Alright, that is episode 10. Oh, okay. Ugh. Well, that was a good one. That was definitely a good one. I wish I had watched it with the last episodes, but that's alright. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah. Good stuff, definitely. I gotta say, it's kind of funny watching like how the plan worked out. It's also always hilarious. I remember one time I was talking with my dad and I mentioned I was reacting to Prison Break, which I technically by the time this episode goes up, I will have finished Prison Break. But I remember my dad said something like, why does it take like an entire season to break out of prison? It should take like an episode. And I thought, wow, no, there's so many things involved in breaking out of prison and stuff. And that's true in Prison Break. But I find that like every other show where there is a prison break, it just doesn't take that long, you know? Like Andor immediately came up with a plan. Like he sees like, okay, so, you know, you go down, they have their thing, there's the electrification and stuff, and he immediately works out like, okay, well, the toilet's over there. If I splash enough water, all that water, once they, you know, when they ignite, we all get on the table so that, you know, we don't get hit. But all the water will short circuit the stuff, and then we'll go, and then rebellion and revolution, and we'll get out of here. And it's hilarious that he just immediately did that and figured it out. Meanwhile, they made an entire show, and this brilliant and smart character of Michael Scofield to figure out step by step, episode by episode, how to bust out of a prison, you know? But yeah. But I mean, and both are still good. It's just kind of funny to see that, you know? Just kind of funny, so. But yeah, but that was good. I wonder if we're going to be keeping Kino at all. You know, like, I don't know if that's who was running. I think that's who was running with Andor at the end. But I wonder if we're going to keep him around or not. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But definitely a good episode. I will also say I like that, I said, Andor is not someone who won't kill, like, he will kill somebody if it is necessary. And most of the time when he does it, it is generally necessary to do so, at least in the situations that he gets into. But I like that he did spare the two controllers. Now, they killed one of them. They did kill one of them, but they spared the other two. And, one of them, hey, he was useful. He was being like, oh, here's what you do. You got to do this, this, and this in order to get rid of this. And the other one was being a bit, he was resisting a little bit. But they didn't kill them, and I like that. And honestly, they couldn't do anything else, They couldn't do anything else because, as the guy said, if you cut the power completely, it would take months for that to get back on. So there was no danger by leaving them alive, But I really like that. That was good, So yeah, that was interesting. And after I go pee, we're going to move on to episode 11.
I can't climb back up. You hear me? I hear you. My hands won't work. I said, I hear you. Tell me they're leaving.
No.
They're leaving. They're leaving.
No. Alright, so he didn't end up with Kino.
We're gonna take her out in a minute, if you want to say goodbye.
Oh no, did Marva die?
The daughters of Ferrix require your assistance in matters of grave importance.
We need to pull together, B. All of us.
That's a great fucking way to start the episode. Kill off a really interesting character. Great. That's great. Real good. Good job. Fuck! Oh. Narkinians. Of Narkinia.
It looks like it's just these two. It's a quad jumper. Can you fly it? I don't know. It's an old one.
But it checks out.
Is that good?
Oh! Ew.
How much time do we have?
2 days. That's the Ferrix custom.
What's that?
The dead are bricked. They mix your ashes with mortar and local stone dust, put your name on and fire it up. You become a block of Ferrix brick.
And then what?
Okay.
They find you a wall.
Poison boy. Stop the Empire. They not be killing ye. Nay, today.
Oh.
Wise to be jumping quickly, though. Where ye be looking to run now, eh?
Oh, can we, like, hitch a ride? Alright, so the Narkinians are cool. They were just kind of messing with us for a sec.
I gave him Aldani. What have you done lately?
Damn. I mean, kept him, like, reeled in, I think.
I don't have lately. I have always.
Yeah.
I have a constant blur of plates spinning and knives on the floor and needy, panicked faces at the window, of which you are but one of many.
Safe in the knot, in the binding, the old ways teach us.
What the fuck is going on?
The wind, tied to shore.
Seriously, is that really happening? We did it. You did it.
I'm not fucking a part of this.
It's back. You're not following the trends. It's weird. It's stronger here than it is at home.
But you can do what you want.
It's not me.
Perrin?
No, he's strangely open-minded on this topic. It's her. It's Leader.
Oh, it's not the douchey husband for once?
She loves it. But then Aldani. Suddenly everything is frozen. I thought Tay could help me replace the credits and get me started again, but what he really did was discover just how much more trouble I was in.
How much is missing?
400,000.
And they're looking into this when?
Soon. Very soon.
Andor! I'm calling about Andor. You wanted news if I had it.
Yes, please, go on.
The mother!
You were talking about Andor.
Yeah, she's passed away.
Andor's mother?
He might show up at the funeral.
When?
If he's not in there, sir, has to back it. I wouldn't put it past him. Not what we've been through.
We need to speak further.
I knew you'd want to...
Damn.
The mystery of your former triumphs has been vanquished. I can sleep peacefully now.
I mean, all you gotta do is go to Ferrix now. Wait. He literally went back to his hotel room. Oh, yeah, to get his shit.
Tyranny required.
You were so eager for it.
ISB knows Krieger's plan. They'll be waiting for it.
And how do we know this?
I won't tell you that.
No.
And Krieger, he doesn't know. How do you know I won't tell him?
I don't. I don't know what you'll do.
No. Yeah.
You think it's worth losing Krieger?
I did. I'm not sure right now.
What if it was me instead of Krieger? What would you do?
Krieger doesn't know me. I'm not vulnerable if he's captured. Krieger goes down. The ISB will feel invincible. They'll feel untouchable. We'll have a clear field to play. The alternative, Krieger pulls out, we wave him off. They'll know they'll have to wander. They'll trust nothing. Just like you're doing it right now.
No. Yeah.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Still sending 31 men to die. War. Oh, shit. People here making tough decisions, man.
What's out there?
This is the goofiest looking ship.
What is that?
Oh. I'm gonna say that was shrapnel. Whoa! The hell?
Hyperspace calibration complete.
Bye. Damn. You guys just got fucking wrecked.
Cass, I'm sorry. Your mother's dead.
Man. It's an incredibly sad moment, but at the same time, they have fucking payphones in Star Wars. Did you see that?
What if we're the only ones? Somebody's got to tell people what's happening down there.
Well, why don't you go do
We need
that?
to split up.
Good luck, whoever you are. Alrighty. That is episode 11. Yeah. I don't know. That's another one of those between arc episodes, but we've only got one episode left, so I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go with this. Definitely one of the big takeaways from these two episodes is Luthen, I think. And just, like, I guess we kind of had this already, but just seeing just seeing who Luthen really is. You know, he's the guy, he'll make the hard decisions, you know, for the greater good, if that's what you want to call it, you know. He'll do these things. Even he has sort of he's kind of lost a lot of his humanity, even though he'll fight for something that's right. I don't know. There's just, he does what needs to be done, and he doesn't put too much else thought into it, you know? And it's like he said, he wakes up every day with an equation he made 15 years ago that only has one answer, and that is what drives him. Some heavy shit, man. This show is all the heavy shit. You know what I feel like? I feel like this is what the prequels wanted to do with the political talks, but just never could, you know? And I guess there's some of that, like in the Clone Wars and stuff, but I guess just this, because it's always, you know, it's the rebellion, but it's the darker side of the rebellion, you know? So I feel like this is kind of what they wanted from a lot of the political stuff in the prequels, you know? And stuff that we didn't get in the original trilogy, you know? Because that was, you know, space wizards and shit, you know? And this one is people. And I feel like this also goes for a more, I guess you could say, like, maybe this is more Cold War than anything else, because they haven't, you know, I mean, yeah, they are doing stuff, you know, there's the attack at Aldhani and stuff like that, but it's not really just like open war, you know? And that's, you know, that's what a lot of people talked about with Rogue One. It felt like, you know, people, you know, on the beach fighting and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah, it's just an interesting sort of feel for this, you know? So, why don't we move on to episode 12? And if nobody minds, I'm going to hang back here a little bit because my friggin' elbow is killing me. So, let's go ahead and jump into episode 12. Here we go.
Why worry it though? It's not like he knows about it. Guarantee you he's got no idea what's going on. Bank on that. I won't be so sure. Hey, you know something I don't? Do me a favor, keep it that way.
Man, this dude's getting him drunk to get him to talk.
It's a lie. It's total fantasy. Who's telling you this?
Please.
No, I'm serious.
Parent, please.
Who's saying this?
Just don't.
We'll go back there right now. We'll put it to them.
We will not. I've been shamed enough for one night.
She's passing the blame to him.
Not a casino, fine. You go to Canto Bight and do whatever it is you need to do.
Oh, God.
But not here.
That's pretty serious, accusing him of going to Canto Bight. Nobody wants to go to Canto Bight.
You tell me who's saying this and I'll tell you why.
Please.
Where would I get the money?
That's the question that scares me the most.
Okay.
Someone's lying to you.
On that we can agree.
Nah. Yeah, because he's an ISB plant, I think. I don't know if it's ISB, but he's a plant, so she's trying to pass it off. Why she's missing money is because he's gambling. That's clever, at least.
500 credits each. People don't look down the way they should. They don't look down, they don't look past the rust. Not us though, man. Eyes open, possibilities everywhere. Just need to get this cleaned up before Marvel finds us doing this in the house.
Alright, so that one was Clem.
The day will come when all these skirmishes and battles, these moments of defiance will have flooded the banks of the Empire's authority, and then there will be one too many. One single thing will break the siege. Remember this. Try.
That was interesting. Try.
Was she more angry about him lying or the possibility of gambling debts?
Hard to say.
Mon Mothma is of great interest here. Having her husband dig a hole for himself could be helpful in many ways.
It sounded like Perrin had done this before.
They've made some odd banking moves recently. This would certainly explain it.
Seems weird to put your hood up and then go on a speeder and it not just fly back.
Tell him none of this is his fault. It was already burning. He's just the first spark of the fire. Tell him he knows everything he needs to know and feels everything he needs to feel. And when the day comes that those two pull together, he will be an unstoppable force for good. Tell him I love him more than anything he could ever do wrong.
Damn.
How long do we have before the festivities start?
A few hours. You'll hear the anvil.
What's going on?
Oh, maybe they're going early. Yeah, I think they're starting early. Throw everybody off. And it looks like everybody's in. Yeah, he's here too. And I assume with everybody on the streets, that allows Cassian to get to the hotel and save Bix. Oh god. They have like a charging theme.
My name is Marva Carassi Andor. I'm honored to stand before you. I'm honored to be a daughter of Ferrix. And honored to be worthy of the stone. I was 6, I think. First time I touched a funerary stone. Heard our music. Felt our history. And I yearn to lift you. Not because I want to shine or even be remembered. It's because I want you to go on. I want Ferrix to continue. I've been turning away from a truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy. There is a darkness reaching like rust into everything around us. We let it grow, and now it's here. It's here, and it's not visiting anymore. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness. It is never more alive than when we sleep. It's easy for the dead to tell you to fight. And maybe it's true. Maybe fighting's useless. If I could do it again, I'd wake up early and be fighting these bastards from the start.
You missed.
The Empire.
Oh! Kick him! Oh! Jesus! Hit him with the brick! That's a sturdy-ass brick, I must say. It's exactly what happened in the prison. Die fighting than not doing anything at all. Oh! Oh! Ah! Woo! Damn, kid made a bomb. Ah! Ah. Now that's a funeral. A fireworks funeral. All these Empire bitches. Oh!
You. What are you doing here?
In my swamp. Oh, well, that was easy. Damn, it didn't even look like there was blood on the knife. Good shot. Oh no, that guy's dead. Oh! Yeah, this ain't exactly like a normal Star Wars, like, oh, rise up and fight. Like, this is... Oh! That was just a rock! This is like an ass-kicking on both sides. Jesus, man. This fucking prissy-ass dude. No, anvil guy! Never mind. Oh my god. Oh, I thought they were just gonna rip her apart, honestly.
You! How? You were in trouble.
He's a freaking justice simp. Hey, he saved you!
I should say thank you.
You should.
You don't have to.
Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Like, I didn't think anything was, like it was gonna go any further than that, but... To his credit, he did a thing.
I never got to see you. Take care of Biggs until I get there. I'm counting on you. You always say that.
No.
And you always come through. Get them out of here!
He'll find us. Cassian will find us.
Yeah, but where's he going? Oh, that's where he went. Makes sense.
You came here to kill me, didn't you?
It don't make it easy.
No.
What game is this?
No game. Kill me. Or take me in.
Oh, shit. Alright. That is the end of Season 1. Alright, I'm back. Oh my god. God, this show... This is the problem with doing 3 episodes in a row. It friggin' kills me, man. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. Let's start with episode 10. Yes, episode 10 was mainly finishing up the prison story arc. I really thought that... I don't know, I guess I expected Kino to be the one with Andor at the end, but... Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, and... Andor's not really... I don't know. Is he going to be, talking about... Because he didn't really do anything about, like, oh, we got to get the word out about what they're doing with this prison and what they were doing with the prison and stuff like that. And I don't know. But then again, he's also joining the rebellion now, so... I'm curious if we'll ever see Kino again, I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, well... Maybe he's a big character, he's a big actor. It's Andy Serkis. On the other hand, it's like, well, maybe Andy Serkis just wanted to be in a couple episodes, I don't know. Hey, I have to say, for, if it is that, the whole, like, I want to be in a couple episodes of this show you got, I mean, Andy Serkis is a damn fine actor, so... Okay. So, yeah. So that was interesting. I liked at the beginning when Cassian was talking about, I guess, rationalizing it to Kino. It's like, look, they are scared. There's 5,000 of us, and they don't have enough guards to deal with us all, you know? And yeah, eventually he did convince Kino that it was time to rebel, you know? Time to bust out. And, yeah, there's only one way out, you know? There's only one way out, and they took it. They took that way out, and the real way out. Rebellion. But yeah. The dog just got up just now. Not while I was moving my clips to my computer. Only now. Alright, give me a minute. Oh, boy. Okay. For some reason, it's not much... It's not even that this is more filming than I do in a day, but for some reason, Andor just exhausts me, man. But that's alright. But yeah, we had everything about how they escaped with the toilet and short-circuiting the whole grid, basically, which was interesting. Because, yeah, I was thinking about it, it's like, how are they going to do this? But the point was for them to electrify the floor, and when that happened, all the water would short-circuit the whole system, which was interesting, you know? So I like that, and then, yeah, they got out. They got out of there, every single one. 5,000 people got out of there, which was pretty interesting. One way out. And then we met the Narkinians, which was kind of odd, I will say. It's like, all right, here's this interesting alien race, and hey, they do speak English, which is good. You don't often see that. So I liked that. But then the whole thing of, like, they go through this whole thing of capturing them in this gross webbing stuff, and then they're like, yeah, you're right, we don't like the Empire. All right, where do you want to go? I guess it was more of just, hey, don't steal our ship. We can take you somewhere, you know? I guess that was it, so that was interesting. Let's see. If we want to talk about this, I'm keeping an eye on the time. I always try to figure out, like, how long should I let a discussion go, percentage-wise to how long the reaction was, but, I don't know. We can talk about Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma stuff is always, like, the saddest shit. It's interesting, but it's always like the saddest shit where, like, I don't know, just, it's like nothing is ever good for Mon Mothma in this show, Like, her home life, which, hilariously, last week I watched Season 6, Episode 6 of Better Call Saul, and we got a little bit of the home life of Howard Hamlin with his wife. All I was thinking about that entire scene was, oh shit, it's just like Mon Mothma. Great. But yeah, so she and Tay, what was his name? Tay Zonday? No, that's not it. Tay, I don't know his name. They met up with Davo Seaworth. Davo, clearly like a 40s mafia movie character. Like, that was kind of funny, but yeah, he's here for, if you ever want some more fluid banking, if you want some more fluid banking, hey, we get you covered, But yeah, but the price of that is not a proposal, but an introduction between his son and Mon Mothma's daughter. Which is pretty dickish. I mean, he says, like, oh, I'm not saying, you gotta betroth them, but we're gonna do that eventually. And it's like, well, fucking asshole. It's like, just say, at that point, like, because he makes this whole point of how direct Mon Mothma is, and then he's over here beating around the bush, like, all right, just say it, But then she had to do it. She had to do it because she has to get the money, She has to get the friggin' loan. I do like though the cover for it. That was really interesting. It's not a great cover. I don't think it's a great cover, and obviously I don't think the husband is in on it at all. I think he's genuinely like, no, I'm not gambling. What the hell are you talking about? I don't go to Canto Bight. God knows nobody wants to go to Canto Bight. Even the people that like The Last Jedi don't like Canto Bight, you know? So, take it from a guy who does like The Last Jedi. Canto Bight sucks. That entire subplot is horrible, you know? And it's not even like, if it was just an episode of a show, whatever, you know? But the fact that it's in the middle of a otherwise interesting movie, ugh, terrible. Terrible. Anywho, but yeah, the whole thing of, which also slightly, you know, we talked about Better Call Saul. That kind of reminded me of Breaking Bad, honestly, where they made up the whole story of, you know, how is Walt able to pay for Hank's medical bills, and they made up the gambling. Skyler made up the gambling story, and then Walt had to go with it, you know? So, it kind of gives me those vibes a little bit, but obviously the husband, I don't know, because I guess it's not a top knot. You know, it's just like it's like a thing. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good, whatever kind of hairstyle he's got. I know, some of you are looking at my hair and thinking, you're no one to judge. I call this my Anakin Skywalker hair. It's just long brown hair. That's what I got. Used to be shorter. I grew it out to this when the pandemic started, so... And it's particularly long today. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, gambling. But yeah, so he's obviously not in on it, but it's a good cover, and she did that knowing full well that her driver would listen in, you know? And clearly they don't suspect her to be, like, playing it up. Or maybe they suspect a little bit, although I don't know. It's that one guy from the ISB. Like, they're not reporting this to, you know, Perdigaz? Well, shit. I was going to say what his name was in Game of Thrones, but now I can't even remember that. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. But it's not reporting... Okay, basically, not reporting it to any character who is competent at ISB. It's the one guy who was, throwing a hissy fit about Dedra doing her job. So yeah. But he bought it. He bought it, definitely. It's like, oh, that could explain why they have these weird, things in their bank accounts, is because the husband's gambling, you know? And I guess it makes sense that you would go with the husband. I mean, it's a little risky to do that, but it's a little risky to to do that, but it probably wouldn't sell as well if you said that Mon Mothma was the one that was gambling, you know? But yeah. But all of that stuff, I mean, that's the thing. It's always kind of rough, but I really do like the Mon Mothma scenes. Like, they've really fleshed out her character in this show, you know? Like, before, Mon Mothma was just, that one senator with a white dress in the original trilogy. And she showed up occasionally in the Clone Wars, with Bail Organa and Padme, but yeah, this definitely, it's like, oh, here's Mon Mothma doing interesting plot relevant shit. Like, oh, cool. So there's that. We did have the whole talk, checking the time, we did have the whole talk between Luthen and Lonnie. That was interesting, and that also ties in with the talk with Saw, and just gives you insight into Luthen's character, that it's like, yeah, he's not this, great hero or a leader like we see in, other Star Wars shows or movies or stuff. This dude, like, he's given up, like, humanity, He's rejected his humanity, JoJo, in order to do this, In order to be the rebel that the rebellion needs, So that was interesting. And yeah, it's like, and he's talking about, and he's doing all of this for no reward. He's never going to get what he wants. Like, the world will get what he wants, but he won't. He's not going to be enjoying the fruits of his labors, But it works. It works for him because he knows other people will, And that should be a driving force for Lonnie, even though it's risky with his daughter and everything. The hope is that someone like Lonnie will be able to see an Empire-free future, but at the same time, you're at least doing this so that your daughter could have that kind of future, So that was an interesting talk. And then with Saw, the whole thing of, do you sacrifice Krieger and his men, for the greater good, if you want to call it that. And Luthen, unfortunately, he makes the tough calls, He makes the tough calls, and honestly, it's an interesting thing because Saw does that too, So it's interesting having even Saw Gerrera question that, But it's interesting. Okay. Other stuff in these episodes. Marva died, unfortunately. That is unfortunate because she was a really interesting character. But it does lay the groundwork as the sort of... honestly, as the sort of Uncle Ben death, when you really think about it. That now that Marva has died, but she passed on her message of fighting, now Cassian is ready to rebel, It's definitely the Uncle Ben death for Cassian, But that's interesting, and I like that it also inspires the people. It inspires the people to rise up. Gamers rise up, So yeah. Now being a brick, that's a little weird, but hey, it's fine. I don't know, I don't know if that was based on anything or something. I don't know if there's a country or just a culture out there that does that. I don't know, but it's an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea, having your body burned and put into mortar to be a brick and placed in a wall. It's an interesting idea, and it's a sturdy as hell brick because, the dude, what the hell is his name? Brasso? Something like that. He freaking whacked a dude with her brick. And honestly, she'd probably like that. She'd probably find that amusing that, yeah, beat the shit out of some Empire dude with her brick, And yeah, that brick, it was fine. I mean, look, I don't know too much about bricks, but damn, that brick it didn't even chip. That's a good brick. It better be. I guess it better be a good brick. It's got it's literally, it's a tombstone. It's a tombstone and a tomb in a stone. It's like a double tombstone. So it better be friggin' resilient. That was pretty good, But yeah, Marva's funeral was definitely where they were going to capture Cassian, which was interesting. I like hearing a bit of Nemec's manifesto or whatever, and now I hope I'm not taking away the wrong thing from this, but just the last part of that, just remember, try, Now that's an interesting thing for Star Wars to do specifically, because, one of the big, iconic quotes is Yoda saying, do or do not, there is no try, So either you do it or you don't do it. And it's interesting to hear because with this, what they're basically saying is, well, trying to do it, even if you die in the process, you died fighting the good fight, fighting for something to believe in, And that was the thing, with escaping the prison and with this, fight. Don't just, roll over and surrender, but fight. So it's an interesting thing, especially when compared to that, because with this, it's like, well, even if you lost, you still tried. Whereas, the Yoda quote is, no, succeed. Go and do it, or go home, Either you go and do it or you go home. There is no try. So it's an interesting sort of back and forth, and both of them are honestly very valid, you know? But I don't know. It's just sort of an interesting thing for Star Wars to do, where it's like, you know, one of the big things of this, you know, these last 3 episodes of this season is try. And one of the big messages in Star Wars is do or do not. There is no try. So that's just an interesting thing to hear, you know? So yeah, so that was good. And then yeah, the whole funeral taking place early when the Empire wasn't ready and catching them off guard, and the whole, you know, looked like a whole planet showed up for this. The whole city turned up for this. And yeah, and it was good enough that even though the one guy sold Cassian out, he just left. He just left, and with all of them, you know, out on the streets trying to deal with the entire city's population, that left Cassian, you know, in perfect position to go save Bix in the hotel. And yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking. You know, when he got to Bix, I was almost expecting like Dedra to be there, like she expected this or something. But no, like he had no resistance getting in and no resistance getting out. Honestly, you know. So that was interesting, and yeah, he was able to save Bix. Poor Bix, who was fucking broken. But luckily, I'm glad they had that little thing at the end of, you know, she's starting to come around. You know, whatever has been done to her is, you know, wearing a little. I'm sure there will be residual effects, but she is starting to be her old self again, which is good. And then yeah, the whole speech by Marva was really great, and Darby's clearly got a scent if you can hear that. So yeah, go on, fight. Oh god, he's really picked it. There must have been a squirrel out there that now he's barking about it. Oh well, it's all right. I like how she also says it's easy for the dead to tell you to fight, you know, but I like that. Just go fight, and yeah, it's exactly what Cassian says. It's, you know, I'd rather die trying than not at all, you know? So yeah, so that was good, and at the end, he did decide, you know, after hearing that, he decided to join, and that was an interesting moment too with Luthen. It's like, you can either kill me, or you can take me in, but that's it, you know? Either way, either way he is fighting. Even if he dies here, he died fighting, you know? So yeah, so that's interesting, and it's interesting to see, because at first, you know, when you first go through the, you know, first couple episodes, you think, okay, so, you know, he joins Luthen, now he's joining the rebellion, here's his first mission, and alright, the season's going to be, here's all these missions as we lead up to Rogue One. But I like that this season is pretty much a full, you have to go through a character arc of him deciding, you know, thinking, do I do it, do I not do it, what do I do, and eventually leading to, no, I have to do this, I have to fight, you know? So that's interesting. So now, I assume Season 2 is going to be, alright, Rebel missions as we lead up to Rogue One. However, the last time I made an assumption, I was obviously wrong. So I don't know. We'll have to see what we're going to be doing in Season 2. So yeah. But that was pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got. Good set of episodes. Good season, I must say. It is a good season, even though it does take a lot out of me to react to. But that's my own stupid problem. So yeah. Good season, and I'm excited to see where we are going in Season 2. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Andor reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Obi-Wan Kenobi reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.